Three types of income. There's only three types of income. This is week 25, day 3 of this 1-year challenge of making a video a day to bring you information about what I'm doing. It's a vlog I've been putting together for a year. And I document all the information, everything that I do in a day to generate income for retirement. That's primarily what this channel is all about. Forms of income, streams of income, ways to make income in retirement. And I have found that there are my two favorite ways to make income. I'm going to put at the end of the video here, but first we need to define the three types of income that there are. There's, to my knowledge, and I've been studying this for about 20 years, all forms of income come down to only three categories, three types. So my name is Ben. Welcome to my channel, where I have been showing you what I have been doing so you can do it too, or we can do it together. Give me a like, a subscribe, and contact me. Use the information below to contact me. I make these videos exclusively for YouTube, and within YouTube, I don't edit my videos. I am not scripted. I have some key points that I make, most of the time, just to guide me. But most of this is from my own education that I have been, I started getting financially educated 20 years ago. So I kind of have a little bit of experience, not from textbook experience, but because I have been trying some of this stuff and I've been trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. So I'm bringing that to you today. So let's get into it. We are going to talk about the three types of income. Again, this is a 1-year series. This is week 25, day number 3. And there are three types of income. Very quickly, I will tell you what they are, and then I'll explain a little bit better, give you some examples, etc., so that you can be on your way if that's all you want to know. But I will advise you to stick around because I'm going to show you how to generate them as well. So type of income number 1, it is going to be earned income. All activities that you do gets you earned income, right? Income number 2 is portfolio income. Income number 3 is passive income. And I've been studying that. Now I'm going to put my notes away because I don't really need those notes anymore. But I've been studying this and I've tried all three of them. So I do have experience with all three types of income. And I wanted to give you a little bit of a synopsis here. I do have an article that I pulled up. I'm a longtime student of Robert Kiyosaki. And I want to give you kind of like his examples. I learned most of this from him. So I wanted to let you know also what I've been doing as a result of following his teachings and stuff. But I decided that I wanted to figure out what to do. Before you try to generate income streams or whatever, you got to know how they're going to be taxed. So in order for you to figure out how they're going to be taxed, you do need a little bit of financial education so that you know what the IRS is going to take away from you. So, the IRS either punishes certain activities or encourages certain activities. And that's in my knowledge, that's all it is. I've talked to my accountants, tax strategists, listening to this, I ask advice, that type of stuff. I ask other people that generate certain types of income, etc. And they all boil down to one simple thing. You need to figure out, if you make money, will the IRS allow me to keep it, or will they take it away? Now, you need to know that, because you don't want to get into a situation of tax um, evasion. You can do tax avoidance, but you don't want to do tax evasion, because you go to jail if you do that. So we got to play the game by the rules. We're not trying to scam anybody, or we're not trying to do something illegal. We are trying to figure out how to play the game of Monopoly in real life. So that's what I'm a student of, the game of Monopoly. I want, four greenhouses, one red hotel. That's what I want. However, I don't want to use my own money to pay for those houses or the hotel. And I don't want to go to the bank to do that, right? Either. So once we do that, once we understand that, we can go after a certain kind of income that is going to allow us to keep the fruit of our labor, so to speak. The income that gets punished the most is earned income. That is where you're trading time for dollars, right? So those are the E's and the S's. The employees and self-employed, doctors, lawyers, whatnot, they're trading time for dollars, or expertise, for dollars, but being paid as an employee or as self-employed. They take about, according to the article here, and I will link this article to the notes below, but they take 50% of your income. It's unbelievable. When I read that 20 years ago, and I couldn't believe it. I just could not believe how much money they take from us. It's absolutely bananas when you have a job. So you work so hard, and then they take everything from you. Now, you can have a job, and then if you produce other types of income, you can offset some of those earned income punishments. So that brings me into income number 2, which is portfolio income. Portfolio income also gets taxed, but at a much lower rate. I think the average is 20%, according to the article here, which I trust. And these are things like you invest in stocks, right? You make a gain, they tax that at 20%, give or take, depending on your situation, right? But that's the average. And also, capital gains is a form of portfolio income. Like here it has a couple of examples. It says when you buy low or sell high. So if you're going to buy something low and sell it high, you're going to get portfolio income taxes, which are, capital gains. So if you're flipping real estate, or something like that, or even if you are wholesaling real estate, you're going to be taxed as earned income and as portfolio income. So that leads us to the last type of income, which is passive income. My favorite, and your favorite too, which is, if you go and you buy a property, either by yourself or with me, or with the partner that you may have, then, you can generate passive income. And passive income is the least taxed income, because you're producing jobs and you're enhancing the economy, you're producing housing. If you own companies that you own but not work in, but just own them, they run by themselves, you don't do anything, right? You can generate passive income that way. Or a website, let's say you don't do anything for that website, it's just passive income. It's just a business that you own, you can do passive passive income, uh, and file that way. So that's what I recommend. I recommend you get acquainted with the 3 types of income, because that's what I did. That's what I did. And I came to understand passive income, and I just thought, well, it seems to me like, just like in the game of Monopoly, I need to buy real estate, put a tenant in it, or a tenant buyer, right, to generate passive income, or I need to own the utilities companies in the game of Monopoly, so a business. So that's really what I try to do. I try to find real estate opportunities, and I try to find a business, right, that somebody will finance for me, because I don't want to go to the bank and take a loan. I don't want to go to the SBA, Small Business Administration, to get a loan and all this kind of stuff. I don't want to do that. I'd rather ask a seller, right? Because they're not going to check my credit. They're not going to ask me. Not that I'm not afraid of people checking my credit, but it just takes a lot of time and red tape and all this kind of stuff. And I just don't want to go through that. And I can't do as many. So I want to give you a quick summary. Which one is the most important, right? Which one can you do? So I wrote down here on my computer, which are my notes that I'm putting below. So look below this video and you will see the 3 types of income, and kind of give you like a little bit of a formula, which goes, the most time, or the type of income that will take most of your time plus most of your money, is the most expensive, because you have to pay taxes. Is your biggest expense is going to be earned income. So don't work towards earned income. Don't go to school and get a job, because all you're doing is you're working to pay the taxes. That's what you're doing, digging a bigger hole, So that's what will take. You're trading time for dollars all the time, since you go, to preschool and stuff, all the way to university. So that's the most expensive. It will take most of your time and most of your money, 50%. So that is earned income. The second, portfolio income. Portfolio income will take some of your time and some of your money, 20% thereabouts. You go flip a house, it doesn't take all of your time. It takes a lot of time, but not all of it, right? And you don't have to pay as much in tax. So that's good. That's good. I flip houses once in a while, and everything. I used to do it all the time. But now I focus on the third type of income, which is passive income, cash flow. That's why I named this channel Cash Flow First, because cash flow, passive income, it takes the least amount of time. Okay. It depends on the activity, right? But it's the least amount of time. And you pay some to none, 0 in taxes. You can accomplish that. Sometimes you don't want to pay 0 taxes. This is what my tax strategist was telling me. You want to pay some taxes because of how you file, etc. It depends on your situation, but you want to pay some. So there you have it. Earned income takes most of your time, most of your money. Portfolio income takes some of your time, some of your money. And passive income takes the least amount of time of any kind of income, and you pay the least amount in taxes, all the way to 0. Focus on that and you'll be good. Now, what I want to do is I want to talk about all 3 types of income within real estate, because you can generate all 3 types of income in real estate and then offset some of these taxes back and forth and then make something beautiful. That's when you become like a chef, where you have different ingredients and then you're grabbing from different areas to reduce your tax liability and reduce the amount of time spent on that activity. So, and you may earn income and you may love your job. So then it doesn't feel like you're wasting time or spending time like mindlessly doing an activity you hate. If you love it, it's great. You're always on vacation if you love what you do. Like me personally, I love what I do, right? I love calling, and that's why I made this channel. You know, I'm loving, you know, making the calls. Will I ever stop? I don't know. I don't think so. You know, I've been doing this for decades now, and I still like it. I've been making calls for decades, and it's always going toward the bottom line, towards my retirement income. But I have taken a slow and steady approach, right? Not like fast and all this kind of stuff that you see out there. So I currently have a company, marketing company that I run, and I have real estate right now, right? I also do other things, but my favorite is real estate. So within real estate, there are certain activities you can do within real estate to generate all three types of income. So let's go back to the top, earned income. What can you do in real estate to earn income quick? Well, you can do wholesaling. However, beware, buyer beware. If you go into wholesaling, you will get frustrated because wholesaling is outdated. Only the least sophisticated people do that. That's bottom feeder stuff. You know, bottom feeders, you know, get the scraps. I would never recommend anybody focuses on wholesaling. Now you can do wholesaling by, you know, kind of like as an afterthought, like I do, because if I'm not interested in that deal, I don't want to do it or whatever, I'll just pass it to somebody else and they can do it, you know, because it may fit their criteria. It may fit their goals, their buy box. It may fit yours. So I can give you deals that I don't want. You know what I mean? So that's a form of earned passive income is better, of course, earned income. But this might be also self employment. But it is earned income. So the second thing that you could do to generate earned income is you can work for somebody. You can get a job within real estate, something that you love doing. So if you are an agent or something like that, you can do that. But if you don't have anything, you can simply go and apply and become like a virtual assistant, you know, for somebody that does real estate. That way you learn the business, and then you can start generating your own deals, right? So you can do that. You can become an assistant. You can become a cold caller for somebody. You can become, you know, any number of things. You know, you can go and do maybe accounting if you know that. You know, just get a job with a firm that does real estate, and so you can see how deals are generated and that type of stuff. And so that way you're earning while you're learning, right? And then on the side, you're buying your own properties, and then you can offset your earned income with your passive income. So that's the goal here. So now portfolio income, you can flip houses, you know, or you can do slow flips, or you can do you can get into land, right, where you improve the land a little bit, and you get a pad ready, you clear the trees and that type of stuff, and then you flip it, you know, to a builder, which is some of the things that we do here, you know. So I do like, you know, capital gains, but we focus on passive income. And of course, the last one is passive income, to where you can either participate by actually buying the property, or you can find a property for somebody, and you know, then you ask them to allow you to retain some equity if they're going to put a tenant in it or something like that. You know, that's your fee for finding the deal. Or you can have some money and then put it with a company that buys and holds real estate, you know, and you just put your money there safe and secure, and then you generate passive income as a participant of the deal. You're not the deal provider, you're just the participant, the partner, the silent partner, you know. So that's what I'd recommend. With that being said, now we're going to go into the last part of this video, which is now I'm going to show you how to talk to these people. I'm going to make phone calls so you can hear the conversations, and we're looking for one thing and one thing only. That's what we're looking for, right? We're looking for passive income opportunities. That's all we're doing. By default, we will get portfolio income and then earned income opportunities as we do that, you know, because we'll wholesale deals stuff as well. So I'm going to go into my dialer and I'm going to start dialing so that I can show you how that's done. If you are, if you've gotten everything that you needed to learn about the different types of income, I want to thank you for being here. But if you want to stick it out with me and then listen to the calls, I recommend you make your own calls and you take notes. I drop some golden nuggets all the time as I'm making the calls because it makes me think about things that are important. It's really hard to teach something or to share your experience, which is what I'm doing with you, when you know you have to think about things that are important, and you think about them and think about them, and then you can, it's better to allow the things that are important to naturally come up, and then you talk about them and then you point them out and say this is important because of this, right? And so I would say that the first portion of this video is you know, like semi-important, right? Semi-important. The real education comes by implementing it as we talk to these sellers. That's when you really get a really good education. So I encourage you to stick around so that you can hear how these conversations and the frustrations that go with trying to find passive income deals in real estate. Okay, so I encourage you to stick around. Let's see here. Okay. We are going to go into the CRM here, which I have pulled up, and I'm going to go and find our first prospect here. Okay, so there's no address here. So the CRM keeps me on track. So we can put notes on there, customer relationship management. That's what it stands for. And so it's kind of like a customer file, right? You put everything in there, everything in that file that belongs to that file. So let's see. I hope you guys can hear the dial. Okay, they asked to be removed from contact list, so I'm not going to push my luck here. That's important, right? You don't want to get reported to the state's attorney's office. So I just skip that. Go on to the next, and that's really what we do here is just all the time. We just dial and dial and dial. You're pretty much dialing for dollars. That's what this is. Sold. Okay. So I make a note so I know next time that it's been sold. And that's pretty much what it is. It's just staying organized. And you see me doing this in my previous videos. I've been doing this for 25 weeks, showing you, I mean, on YouTube. But this is what I've been doing for almost 2 decades, really. So I kind of know how this goes and stuff. So It's a heck of a lot of work, but I'd rather do this than focus on earned income. But in all fairness, when we dial, we are looking for all three types of income. We just angle them to where most of our activities are towards finding passive income. So
please leave your message for 60838588524. Nothing has been recorded. Record your message after.
okay. Okay, now let's go to Texas. By the way, I get these properties. We target the entire country, so okay, nothing. This property here is listed, so I'm avoiding that one. When I see a listed property, I just, move on to the next one typically, because I want off-market deals. And that's another important thing. You want off-market, high-paying. They need to sell. That type of stuff. Oh, this vacant lot. It's cleared. So Devindra. Yes, hello. I'm looking for Devindra. This is Ben. How are you? Ben, you spoke to my assistant about your property there in Cape Coral. I think he's driving, so he hung up. Okay. So that would have been a vacant land deal.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Let's see if we can get a hold of somebody here. Yesterday, we got like 3 deals, almost 4. So that's fantastic. Okay. So if you see me quiet here, it's because I'm reading notes and stuff, so bear with me. So that is a Google Assistant. It's really hard to get past that. So that's another thing. When you make phone calls, you have to deal with all the spam blockers and stuff like that. It's quite frustrating because they're getting more and more sophisticated too. Wants to downsize, okay. It's raining forever. Okay. So no one answered on that. And it just rang forever and ever and ever. So you'll get that a lot. And eventually it just disconnects. And I'll just make a note here and move on to the next. That's pretty much all we do here. Sold. So I leave a note. It's been sold.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, Jennifer.
Yes,
Yeah, how are you? This is Ben.
I'm good. And yourself?
Oh, doing good. Thank you for asking. I was just calling you back about your property there. I wanted to see if you still were planning on selling it and if we can move forward.
We're under contract. We've sold the home.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, congratulations. Use this as a backup offer. If something happens, you give me a call back.
Okay, thank you.
I appreciate it. Have a good day. Okay. They are under contract. And that happens. That brings up another point that it proves our marketing works because we are encountering a lot of different houses that have been sold. So don't think that's a waste of time, because the goal here is to get good at finding people who need to sell. And so if we're constantly encountering people who have sold, that means that our marketing has been good, right? Because we're hitting the right target. We're approaching the right target. We just didn't get to them. We just weren't the people that bought it, So, but we're hitting the right target. So that's good. That's real good. We just keep doing more of the same, and eventually we find deals. So every day I find deals. There's only been a handful of times when I've made a video where, we don't get deals. Maybe more than a handful, but it happens. And when it happens, it's frustrating. But whenever we do end up getting deals, that is what is fantastic. It makes it all worth it, right? So let me see here. Here's another property that's sold. Okay. So move on here. Sold.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Darren Ellington. The property sold. We're hitting the right target. Mesa, Arizona. And guess what? It's sold. It also means that we have people who are selling quickly. So that is also a good thing. Yet again, sold. This is probably going to be a good one if she picks up.
Hello.
Carolyn, good morning. How are you? This is Ben.
I'm all right, I guess.
Okay, okay. Well, I hope I can make your morning better. Yeah, I was calling you back to see if you still wanted to sell that property on 44th Street.
No, I don't.
You don't. Okay. Is it a change of mind or a change of situation?
Yeah, it's changing mine.
Not the situation. Okay. Okay. Well, do you think that you eventually will sell it?
Well, yeah, probably.
Probably.
Later on down the line, but not right now.
Not right now.
Because I really owe too much.
You owe too much. Okay.
$16,000 what I owe on it.
So the loan is $16,000, and how much are you trying to? How come you want to pay it off? When you know we can pay it off.
Oh yeah. Well, not right now. Let me think about it some more.
No problem. No problem. Listen, we are here to help. We sort of specialize in helping that type of situation. So you know, you can think about it definitely. But I can check in maybe next week or something, see, or a couple of weeks, something like that, and see what you thought about, and we can discuss a little bit better.
Okay.
Okay. Carolyn, thank you so much. I hope you have a better day, okay?
Okay.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so she said that she changed her mind and I needed to dig in a little bit deeper. Right there, that was a perfect textbook. You know, she said she's not interested. She doesn't want to do it, but I'm sorry. I've been in sales for a long time, especially real estate, and you can't just tell me that you're not interested. I want to know why. And so I just kind of probed around and poked around and stuff, and I found that she probably doesn't understand that she can sell, and we can structure things differently. So she said she doesn't want to sell because she owes too much. LOL. I said we can help you pay that off. She said to call her back. Okay, so that is, I'm gonna put this on a warm lead, and so that we just got one. So a potential prospect. So this is good. This is really good. Let's see here. She owes 16K. She said, okay, I think that's all the important points. Okay, so let's go in here. Warm leads. And then I'm going to assign myself a follow-up task here. And then a task. Talk about paying her 16K loan. Okay, perfect. We can do a slow flip on that one and generate us some nice passive income. Oh man, this is, I love it. I really do. I don't get tired of it. It's amazing. Let's do due diligence right here. Assign it to me, and then create a task. Okie doke. So now I'm gonna go on to the next. One down today so far. So we've been at it for what, 30 minutes? The calls, I mean. Let's see, we've been making, I can track how many calls I make. I have made a total of 19 calls and we got a good one. That's not bad at all. Let's see what the potential ARV is going to be here. 62, 62K maybe. Let me see what it looks like on Zillow. Oh man, that looks beautiful. I like that. It's in Arkansas. A good price point, a good starter home. The payments would be less than $200 and the rent almost $1,000. That would cash flow. That's what I call passive income. You know what I mean? This is fantastic. So I am going to follow up with her. Fantastic conversation. I'm going to also copy this to my to-do list over here so I don't forget. I put some things that are really, really important. I put them on a separate list. So this is a perfect passive income opportunity here. Okay. Okay. I'm just looking at these. Okay, so let's go on to the next. Now that I've got this all organized, we need to okay, let's see here. I'm just making sure that I didn't make any mistakes here.
Hello. Just change your mind.
Okay. Yeah, that's the correct one. So let's go on to the next call. Okay, let's see what we can get now. This property is. Hello, Brian. How are you?
I'm well.
Good, good. This is Ben. I was calling you back about your property there on Ashford. See if you still wanted to move forward in selling it.
Oh yeah, we didn't sell yet.
You didn't sell yet? Are you still planning on it in the future?
Sometime in the future, yeah.
Okay. Are we talking this year or next year?
Well, hopefully this year.
Hopefully this year. So maybe I can follow up, say in a few weeks.
You're welcome to, but your offer was really low, so I doubt I'd go with you guys.
Okay. What are you looking for? How much are you looking to sell for?
I'm looking for what Zillow gives me. You're if I remember correctly, you were like, I'll give you like 350 or 400. So
Let me see.
If that's what you're gonna come back with, then just save us both some time.
Okay. So Zillow says 617 right now. I might be able to give you that. I might be able to do 600.
All right. Well, if that's something that you guys are comfortable with, then continue to stay in touch. All right.
Yeah, definitely. Are you okay with calling you during the weekdays or the weekend? What's better? Like when I do follow up?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Okay. No problem. Let me just follow up with you in a few weeks and then we'll take it from there.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian. Have a good day. He was rushing me off the phone, but he is still interested in selling. Sounds like he was in a busy place. I said I can work with the 600K. He was not interested in our last offer. So I'm going to follow up with him. He will definitely be selling this year. Okay. So I will put him in the warm lead follow up here. Freight tag. Hey Eric, how are you? This is Ben.
Yeah, you called Brian back.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay, well, that was embarrassing. Okay, so I don't know why that happens. Okay. So it's even recorded here. Sometimes the dialer dials the previous person I called sometimes. It is really embarrassing because with the with the good prospects, don't know why this happens. Okay, so let's see here. Let's move on to the next one, see if it. So I'm just probably going to have to get used to getting out of the dialer, reloading, and then moving on to the next one because that was really embarrassing. Okay. Keith. Sold. Okay. So that is what, 2 potential ones today. That's what I'm saying. It works. 2 potential ones. They don't seem really solid, but they are good. But sometimes you get some home run deals when you initially don't think that there's any potential. Real estate is weird that way, you know? Okay, this is off market. Beautiful Utah. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, Mark, how are you? This is Ben. This is Ben. We had talked about your property there on Navajo Street. I wanted to call you back and see if you were still thinking about selling it, if we can move forward.
Nope.
You're not thinking
I'm
of,
keeping it.
oh, you're going to keep it?
Thanks, so. Yep. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, have a good day. He hung up. Man, I thought I was going to get me 3 people. Oh, man, it's... you can get addicted to this stuff. It's not that I love what I do, it's that I'm addicted to it. I'm sorry, this is my addiction, talking to people on the phone. Not selling at this time. Okay, let's see. Let's go to Ohio here.
Hello.
Hey, good morning, William. How are you? This is Ben.
This is who?
This is Ben. You had spoken to my assistant a while back about your property there on Nicoya Court. Wanted to see if you still were planning on selling it and see if you wanted to move forward.
Well, right now we are kind of on hold. So
Okay.
why don't you hold it until September and get back to me then? Okay?
September? Okay, you got it. I'll call you back then.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Thanks, Bill. Bye-bye. Okay, so guess what? We got a prospect for September here. Let me see, my speakers are acting funny here. Okay. He said they are on hold, but they are interested. So he said to call him back in September. I will call before then. Maybe June. Okay. Okay, so I put it here. Okay, I'm just creating the sequence here. Okay, warm lead. September touch base in June. Okay. And that right there is really important. So if you guys encounter that out there, give them, stay at top of mind. I want to call them really like April, but I will do June simply because I don't need that volume, so high. I don't need to be as persistent. So I can afford to, if he sells for whatever reason, I could take the hit, So now let's go on to the next one here. Okay. Now we'll go to Maryland here. 22. So this sold. Under contract. Okay. Let's go on to the next. I'm happy. We already got 2 deals today, so I'm just dialing here extra because I like to do the activities here.
Please leave your message for.
Okay, on to the next. Wisconsin. Let's see here.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Rose Military.
On to the next. Sold.
Sorry, the number you've requested cannot be dialed.
NA.
Sorry, the number you've requested cannot be dialed.
Again. That's weird. So okay. Let's see. Alabama.
Welcome to the message management system. Please enter your mailbox number. Hi, you've reached 17240-5948. I'm sorry I'm not available to come to the phone right now, but please leave me a message. Hello?
Hey, Cindy, good morning. This is Ben.
Who?
Ben, we had talked about your property there on Tennessee Avenue.
I don't remember that.
I think you spoke to my assistant and mentioned that I'd be calling. So I was calling to see if you still wanted to move forward in selling it.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I have an agent already.
Okay, well, I'm not an agent. We actually will buy it from you.
Okay.
So I'm a buyer. You don't have to spend money on the agent. You can save that money, put it in your pocket.
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yep. So I was saying that you don't have to spend money on the agent. You can take that money, put it in your pocket.
Okay, well, I can't actually do that because I have it listed with someone.
Okay. Let me see. It didn't show up as listed. Well, it's not reflecting that it's listed on Zillow. However, you only violate that clause in that contract when you go and take it to another agent. So I'm not a real estate agent. I'm not licensed anywhere in the United States as an agent. So definitely you would be able to do it. The contract doesn't prevent you from selling your own property.
Okay.
So let me ask you, how much are you selling it for?
Well, I was gonna list it for 50.
50, okay. That's no problem. And so 50 minus the fees and costs or whatever. So you were thinking about maybe walking away with 30,000 in your pocket?
Well, no, hopefully more than that. It won't be that much.
Okay, how much were you thinking that you'd walk away with?
I think her commission's gonna be about 3,600.
Okay.
So,
Okay, and the paperwork and stuff, so maybe walk away with 45, something like that?
probably, sure.
Okay. But as you know, and that is if it sells at 50. If it sells at 50, that would be it. But if you got somebody that, you know, if you don't get any bites or whatever, so you might walk away with 40. So if I were to give you 40, can we make a deal?
Well, I don't know. I would like to try to get the 50 out of it. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, no problem. Let me ask you a couple questions. Maybe we can do more. Do you have a mortgage on the property?
No,
So it's free and clear?
it is.
No taxes owed to the county or anything?
No, I do owe taxes on it. It was my brother's property.
It was your brother's property. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, so did he pass away?
He did.
I am very sorry to hear that.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys had a nice relationship.
Well, yeah.
Mhm. So, but the property is out of probate. It's in your name right now. You can make decisions on it, I assume, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Is there extensive rehab that needs to be done to the property?
Oh, definitely. It's not updated now.
Okay. No problem. Listen, I'd like to move forward, and if we can do the 45 that we talked about, we can move forward.
Well, I don't know how to move forward with you. I don't know the process without an agent.
Sure. That's no problem. What we're going to do instead of using an agent to close, we're going to use a real estate attorney to close, or a title company. They typically work together. Agents do the same thing. Agents will take your listing and go to a title company or a real estate attorney and close. The agent does not handle the transaction. It's typically a real estate attorney or a title company. So we're gonna do the same exact thing, except that we are the buyer. So we're gonna be the ones that put the money in your hand.
In the form of what?
Cash or a check.
And who would be the attorney handling it? I mean, how do
We can.
I don't understand.
Yep. Yeah, no problem. Be happy to help you understand the process. What we would do is, and what we typically do is we go with the biggest company in town. In this case, it's in St. Louis, that closes transactions. And the reason we do that is because we want to know that they know what they're doing. And what we need to get title insurance from them. So it's also in our best interest to use somebody reputable, because we need to make sure that the title, if something were to happen, we need to get title insurance. So typically we might use somebody, like St. Louis Title or something like that. Yes. So, or we can use somebody that you may recommend. We can even go that way. So we have no set rules. We just try to make it work out to where you're comfortable and you understand the process. And everything else is handled by the attorney.
So I'm selling the house as is. I'm not going to make any repairs or
Yes,
fix
ma'am.
anything that could be wrong with the home.
That's right. That's correct. Yeah, you need to sell it as is, because you don't you don't want to be liable or responsible for anything that that may be wrong with the house, and that is absolutely true. We will buy it. We understand the responsibility and the liability and the risk of buying a property as is. You don't have to fix it at all, and you don't have to do anything to the property at all. We understand that.
And so how do I meet you and do this?
So what we need to do is I have your email address here. What I will do is I'm going to have my associate, his name is Raymond. He's going to call you and he's going to go over the paperwork. Then he's going to send you that paperwork via email. You will review it. You can review it. You can, get advice on it, whatever you want to do with that paperwork. Once you look over it, you will get an option there on your phone or computer, whatever you're using to view it, to go ahead and sign it. Once you sign that, then we submit all that paperwork to the attorney, and they make sure that everything was done in a legal fashion. Once we submit that to the attorney, if there is something that needs to be changed, something the attorney does not like, he will let us know, and we will make the necessary changes to make sure that we comply with the law.
Okay, I don't understand. So once I sign paperwork, then you can go in and change it to whatever you feel is necessary?
No. Once you sign the paperwork, we're in the process of purchasing it. But I was saying, if the attorney feels that the paperwork, not you, but we didn't do something properly, the attorney will correct us. And of course, the attorney will let you know. You will be in communications with the attorney or the title company. So they'll let you know, and they will tell you, hey, how do you want your money wired to you? Do you want a check? What do you, so that's kind of, they coordinate the closing pretty much.
Well, I mean, you can send me the information. I'll certainly look at it, but I don't know that I'm free to do all of that. And I would have to contact my attorney and who handles the probate case. And,
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. I think we should do that. What we can do is we can have your probate attorney handle all the paperwork, handle the purchase as well. We can do that.
Huh. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We try to make it as easy as possible for you and as comfortable as we can make it for you.
Okay. Well, I mean, I also don't want there to be any repercussions from the real estate agent.
Okay. That's
a concern of mine.
That is no problem. That is no problem. If there are some questions that the agent may have, I am happy to jump on a phone call with you and the agent, or call the agent directly, to make sure that that there are there's no backlash at all, which there never is. Okay, simply because when we got in touch with you, it was because you saw our Facebook ad. You were on Facebook, and then you saw our ad that said, hey, we can buy your house, very fast. And then you clicked on it, and then you contacted us like that. So what that means is, as far as like the contract you have with the agent, is you found us away from the agent, meaning we didn't find you through the agent. So when you get in trouble is that if you find a buyer that the agent brought to you, and then you are trying to squeeze the agent out of the deal because you wanted to make more money. In this case, I don't even know who your agent is. You know what I mean? So your agent did not bring a buyer, us, to you. That's how it works. So because the agent didn't bring us to you, then there's absolutely no repercussions there.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So,
and so have you looked at the house? When will you come to look at view the home?
Yep, we will. As soon as we get the paperwork in place, we'll send it to you, sign the contract, then we come out and take a look at the house.
And then what if you say, oh, I don't want it because of blah, blah, blah?
Well, we typically don't do that because we're not looking to buy houses that are in good shape. Our business is finding houses that are not in good shape so that we can fix them and put them in good shape and then go ahead and resell them. So we don't worry about that. We never really do that because we don't buy, updated houses. We don't buy houses that need no work. We only buy houses that need work. We only buy houses that have problems.
Well, it definitely has that.
Tell me about that. What kind of problems does it have?
Well, over the summer, the roof caved in the bathroom.
Okay.
My brother went up and patched the roof. It has not leaked since. However, there is a hole in the bathroom ceiling that you can see the board. It's about I'll say 6 by 8. I'm probably not even 8. It's not even a full sheet of drywall hole. That would need to be, that drywall would need to be cut out and a new piece of drywall would need to be installed.
Gotcha.
It probably does need a new roof. I believe the gutters are bad. I think the basement leaks when it rains.
Okay.
I've never lived in the house. My brother's lived in it across the street from me, but my brother was very deceptive sometimes at things that were going on and wasn't always truthful. And so when I would go over, he would, shush me out the door, let's hurry up and go where we're going, and don't worry about that, that's okay, type thing. And he really didn't want anyone messing with anything that was his. His finances, his home, his medical stuff. Towards the end of his life, when he became immobilized in an electric chair, and I did get him to sign over power of attorney to me for medical reasons, and then eventually financial reasons because he was even unable to sign for his checks or withdraw money from his account or anything. Only to find out his account was almost $3,000 overdrawn for online gambling.
Oh man.
So things were not always as they were presented to me, as I found out after he passed. But I don't know a lot about it because he just didn't let me in to know a lot about it.
Yeah.
So I did the very best that I could. I kind of feel like this property got dumped on me. No one else in the family wanted to deal with it. So it's just pretty much me.
Well, it sounds like you've done a lot for your brother and your family because there's always.
Well, I certainly tried, but I was fought kind of tooth and nail, if you know what I mean.
I do. I do.
Yeah, he just didn't. He really didn't want anybody help until the bitter end, and it was really too late to get help at that point.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the guy who climbs off the edge of the cliff and then says, "Oh my God, I can't make it back up." please come help me now. Well,
Yeah.
right now, dude, I can't really help you.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I definitely understand. I have siblings like that myself, so I can certainly understand that.
Behind his home, and like I said, it's in dire needs of. I mean, I don't think it's the worst property out there, you know, but definitely don't think it's the best property. However, I know that the property values are high, and it's on a decent bit of ground. You know, the lot is very huge. So, you know, someone could expand that property to fit a home, you know, for more occupants than what it's designed for now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand. I definitely understand.
And I think only really, I mean, realistically, I think $5 or $6 grand would get it stable, you know, where it could be either rented out, I mean, or lived in, you know, by someone. I don't take $40,000 to fix it, you know. It's not in that horrible of a shape.
Sure.
And it's very small. You know, it is
Mm-hmm.
not like you're dealing with a 25,000 square foot home, you know.
Sure.
25, $30,000 for a roof,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I understand. I definitely understand. So what we could do is, like I said, let me send you this the paperwork. You take a look at it. I can call you back. We can go over the paperwork. I definitely understand the situation. I know it needs work. So we can definitely come in and do that. That's what we do. That's our profession. We know how to handle those situations. Then what we can do is, once the paperwork is signed, you know, then I will go ahead and send it to your probate attorney. Have that attorney take a look at it, and then handle the transaction.
And what is your name again?
My name is Ben, Ben. Last name is Marks, Marks. Yeah. What?
Your number?
Yep. The number is 612 416 3167.
And then I don't know what else to ask.
No problem. No problem. Listen, it's.
How long does it take from end to finish the process with you?
Well, we've taken as little as 14 days to go from the very beginning to the very end. On average, it takes about 30 days. But we can do, like I said, depending on what you want to do, we can do sooner, we can do later, whatever you want to do. And it helps that the probate attorney is already familiar with the situation, because you know, the majority of the time is because most attorneys, they're not familiar with the property. So then we have to be waiting for the attorney. So we really don't do anything. All we do is we pretty much send the cash. The attorney is the one that's, you know, writing the paperwork, making sure everything is okay, that type of thing. They're the ones that take the majority of the time. So it just depends on the load work that they have, and where we fall in the schedule, in their schedule.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I can certainly look at it.
Okay.
I'll I'll contact him and see if I can forward that to him and have him look it over. And then, what is your company's name?
Clark Investments.
CL?
Yeah. CLARKE. Yep, investments. No problem. No problem. Let me get it together. I'll send it over to you. And when I send it, I'll give you a call to let you know that I sent it.
Okay. The problem is I work overnight.
Okay.
And I'm getting ready to go to bed.
Okay.
After I eat my breakfast. And so could you just call me in the morning?
No problem. I will do that. What time? What's the latest time I can call you? Because I don't want to call you when you're sleeping.
Right. Yeah, because I won't be very coherent.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm super tired. We had a rough night last night.
Oh man. What do you do, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a dispatcher at the local casino here.
Oh, okay. Dispatcher. Okay.
Yeah. So I work in the security department. So we have a hotel and a casino.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to keep everybody safe. And
yeah.
I'm the girl that sends everybody out to where they need to be at any given time, all night long.
Oh wow! It sounds like
It
sounds like a lot of work.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure you're saying the least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Tomorrow should be a better day for me because tomorrow is Friday, right?
Yep, it is.
So I'm off on Fridays. I don't go to work Friday night.
Okay, off on Fridays. Okay.
Yeah. So really, I'll probably realistically be up till around maybe 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
Standard time. Now I don't know if I can get a hold of my attorney. Sometimes he's delayed in calling you back.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. What is your attorney's name?
Richard Keys.
Keys. Okay. And that is K.
I don't know if this is something he's equipped to handle, but I would think so. Him being a probate attorney, right?
Yeah. Most attorneys that do probates, they have to deal with transfer of property title and stuff. So he is equipped to do that. So, yep, no problem. Well, sounds good. I will let you have your breakfast, Cindy, and let you go to bed. I appreciate all the time. I appreciate you sharing a lot of personal information. I don't take that for granted because I know it's tough. But let me work on this, and then I'll give you a ring tomorrow before noon, so that we can go over the contract.
Okay, sure.
Thank you, Cindy.
Right.
Have a good night. Okay, I know it's kind of different, but you're gonna go to bed.
Yes, sir. You have a great day too.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye. Boom shakalak. That is an awesome call. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. I'm going to describe it real quick. I talk to my computer so the computer can type it. So that's what I'm about to do here. Let me see, put it as a warm lead. She is all out of probate now, comma, she owns the property now and is able to make decisions, period. Her probate attorney is very familiar with this, and she would like to see if he can help her close the deal, period. She did not know hardly anything about the process, so I had to explain a lot, comma, was on the phone with her explaining some of the basic things, but was able to talk her through the whole deal, period. She works as a security dispatcher for a casino locally and works the graveyard and is available before 11:30 in the mornings. And she is off on Fridays, period. I told her I would write up the contract and send it to her. And then we'll call her to discuss and fine tune the numbers, at which point I will pitch the seller finance. This was a different type of call because she was a very apprehensive person at the beginning of the call. Didn't want to give me too much, period. After doing a little bit of research, I figured that our cash offer has to be below 15K, comma, maybe even 10K, period. She said that the house needs a lot of work and it's a very small house, period. She thinks that the basement leaks, comma, the roof was leaking as well and needs other types of repairs, but she isn't really sure because it was her brother's house and he never allowed her to be around and doesn't know much about the property, period. Okay. I will write up an offer and go over it with her tomorrow. Okay, so okay. Okay. Just making sure that I do all of this correctly. Okay. Perfect. That is 4 deals, potential deals today, I think, but this is a good one as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for being here. Remember, there's only 3 types of income: earned income, portfolio income, and there's passive income. Earned income takes all of your time and takes almost half of your money, if not half. Portfolio income takes a little bit of time from you, and it takes a little bit of money from you in form of taxes. And passive income takes the least amount of time from you and the least amount of money and taxes away from you. So your strategy should be always be mining for passive income opportunities. As you do that, you will also have opportunities in portfolio income and in earned income. So just reverse engineer it, just turn it on its head and just focus on passive income opportunities in real estate. You're going to be glad you did. You know, I think that, you know, learning from my journey will kind of give you a shortcut. So I do definitely encourage you to keep following me, and I appreciate you being here. See you next time. Thank you for being here. Let's go get some deals. Contact me if you want to be a part of this deal. Contact me, you know, because this is what we live for. This is what we look for all the time. Okay. See you next time. Bye-bye.